Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of October 7th through the 13th. Thank you so very much for tuning in. So, doing weekly readings now, guys. We're moving away from the monthlies. Monthlies just didn't feel right anymore for the channel, so we're going with weeklies. And I have developed a whole new spread for it that I really, really love. Very excited about this. So, getting into it here, one thing that I do want to mention and I want you guys to keep in mind. I, here on my channel, here on Divine Conversations, I used to straddle both tropical and sidereal astrology, or also known as Vedic astrology. However, there is a distinction between Vedic and sidereal. I am going to be doing some more research and doing more videos on, sidereal astrology and all that to help us understand and learn. But for now, don't worry about that part. But anyway, so I have recently made a distinction and made a decision to settle into sidereal astrology because in my own experience over the last 2 years of working with this channel, I have found that I really, really resonate way more with sidereal astrology than tropical astrology. Now, I say all that to say that I just wanted to let you guys know that that's where my focus is. So all of my readings moving forward are going to be focused through sidereal astrologies and sidereal placements and where the stars actually are and the constellations actually are in the sky. That does not mean that you absolutely have to subscribe to that system. If you still resonate more with tropical astrology, that's perfectly fine too. Just do whatever works best for you. Go with whatever you resonate with the most. I just wanted to make that distinction for you guys. Also, moving forward with these weekly readings are geared towards sun, moon, and rising signs. However, it is my experience that I'm working from here, so I want to share this with you. But I have found that whether you use tropical or sidereal, your rising sign is going to resonate with you, most likely going to resonate the most. So this is the reading for the week of October 7th to the 13th for Virgo, but this is most likely going to resonate more for a Virgo rising, okay? Obviously, you can check for your sun and your moon sign. You can check for any other planets that are placed within a specific sign to try and get a little bit of a glimpse or an understanding of what might be going on for you. But generally speaking, your rising sign is most likely going to resonate with you the absolute most, okay? Excellent. So, with all that said, let's just get into this for you here, Virgo. God, Source, Creator, spirits of love and light, angels, archangels, ancestors, and guides, those who wish to aid us in our ascension, expansion, and gaining of more wisdom. We invite you into our space now. We ask that you please provide us with the best messages to serve the highest good for Virgo for the week of October 7th through the 13th of 2020. We thank you so much for your presence. All right, kids. Let's get into this, shall we? So I've developed a whole new spread that involves a number of different oracle decks and tarot, all right? So we're going to start here with the energy oracle deck. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles for you, Virgo, and this is going to show us what your main theme is for this week. Yes? What are you facing this week? 3 shuffles. 3 shuffles is sufficient. Here we go. 3, 1, 2, and 3. All right. So, what are you facing this week, Virgo? Magician and the Mirror. Okay. So you're manifesting this week, and your powers of manifestation are probably really, really strong. All right, so we're now going to move to the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and we're going to look at what's crowning you. What is your motivation? What is on your mind? Or what could help your train of thought this week? 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. So what's crowning you this week, Virgo? Community. Okay. And I just heard giving back to your community. How can you, so I really feel like this week you're in a strong manifestation mode, Virgo, but what I really feel like is here, how are you giving back to your community? How are you providing? Now we're going to look at what's grounding you, what could be motivating you, what's driving you also, all right? Using the Oracle of the Angels. So 3 shuffles. 1, 2. A sense of community really is in the forefront of your mind this week, Virgo. Again, how are you giving back? This is 3. I'm hearing God, Source, Creator. I feel like some of you are really starting to, you could be really shifting into that 5th dimensional point of view mindset of how to be of service. What's grounding you or driving you, Virgo, this week? Inner peace. Okay, Virgo, I like that. That's really awesome. Let's get into your tarot now. And we're going to get 3 shuffles. No, they're saying 5 shuffles for this one. Okay. And this is going to show us 2 potential pathways that you could be moving towards, and they're moving on in this week, and the common denominator between those 2 paths, or just things to focus on, what could be a little more specific of what's going on in your week here. Okay, so 5 shuffles for this one, Virgo. 1. Deep sense of community here. 2. You guys have really recently reached a level of inner peace, Virgo, which, let me try this again. This is 2. I really do feel like this week or prior to this week, you've really been able to find a sense of inner peace that is allowing you to open up to the community. This is 3. Interestingly enough, because we did just have a Pisces full moon. This is 4. Many people have been saying it is an Aries full moon. That's from a tropical point of view, but from a sidereal point of view, the moon was in Pisces. This is 5. And Pisces is all about community. Pisces is about the collective. Boop. Pisces is about the dreamer, is about imagination. Often you can get lost in the community or the collective in the Pisces energy. I feel like this, especially since Virgo, Pisces is your exact opposite, right? Is directly across from you on the zodiac, or in the zodiac. I do feel like this full moon had a lot to do with this transformation or this change in focus, or you wanting to give back, I just heard be a community member in some way. Let's see, your first timeline, King of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Tower. Timeline B, or your second timeline, Knight of Wands, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, and the common denominator, we have strength. Overall energy is the 5 of Pentacles. Very interesting, Virgo. Very, very interesting. What I'm looking at right now in terms of the tarot here for you, Virgo, I feel like this is, again, and it's interesting because it was the same for Gemini, but I feel like you're dealing with both of these energies this week. This to me is a storyline, starting at the King of Swords and ending at the Ace of Pentacles down here. Starting with the King of Swords, there's an awareness that is coming to you. And I feel like you're setting the record straight here with the King of Swords. I feel like this is your energy, Gemini. Not Gemini, I'm sorry, Virgo. You could be dealing with a Gemini, actually. In terms of you setting the record straight, it's causing some sort of sorrow, 5 of Cups, but then there's a Tower moment here. Striking down the Tower. And it could be in terms of the community for you. How can you be more of a community member? A team player, okay? Now, also, I'm getting Gemini, wow, not Gemini, Virgo. You could be dealing with a Gemini. I'm so sorry. I just did Gemini's reading. But anyway, someone could be coming to you maybe with a harsh reality or a harsh truth that could be, something could be spilling out here, Five of Cups. It's causing some sort of sorrow or heartbreak or, oh, wow. I just heard denial and rush to judgment. Either this is you, Virgo, or it's somebody else. I actually think it's somebody else. But what I'm feeling here, Virgo, with this Tower energy, this is this is catalyzing something. It's shifting your mindset somehow. Someone communicates some sort of truth, maybe very bluntly honest about it with this King of Swords energy. A harsh decision, a heartless decision, Virgo. But quite honestly, quite frankly, I feel like it's a very good thing. Even though it might be harsh in the beginning, Five of Cups, even though there might be some sort of sorrow or some sort of mourning, feelings of loss, someone could feel like they were just thrown out unexpectedly. Almost like an energy of throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Clear and decisive action, yes, but kind of almost heartless in a way. And it creates a Tower moment. But that Tower moment for you, Virgo, first of all, it creates a sense, ultimately it creates the sense of inner peace. I kind of feel like this might be something from the past, Virgo, that happened recently. And yet you're able to find some sort of inner peace with it. It's changing your mindset, changing your focus to more community-oriented. This could just be something that you observe in passing. It doesn't even have to be anything that you are directly involved with, Virgo. It just could be something that you observed, something that you watched happen, and you see it clearly, and it changes a mindset for you. And then that, moving forward, that activates you, Knight of Wands, to seek greater balance, greater harmony, greater union. And ultimately, this all brings a new opportunity in for you, Ace of Pentacles. A new start, a new seedling to plant into the ground to grow some sort of new life. Common denominator here is strength. And I really feel like, Virgo, you are pulling on your strength here in order to, ooh, I just heard sacrifice something for the greater good. Five of Pentacles is underneath the deck. But under that is the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Four of Cups, but then also with Judgment. And then the Magician. So lack mentality was a focus at one point, Gemini. Geez, there I go again. Virgo. You really could have been dealing with a Virgo. A Gemini. It could be a Gemini that you watched create some sort of disservice or disharmony. It could be a Gemini that really, I guess you could say, spoke some truth to you that you didn't want to hear it. You didn't necessarily really like it. Or it could be another way around. Maybe, Virgo, you're the one that spoke the truth. Set the record straight, laid down the law somehow. But I do see that you're coming out of some sort of lack mentality here, Virgo. And you're inspired to bring greater balance into your life and into the lives of others. Where you might, and this actually might have been something that you were being called towards for a while. Nine of Swords to the Four of Cups. It could have been your own fear of change, or your own demons, or your own fear or anxiety surrounding this situation that was causing you to reject it in the past. But I don't think you're rejecting it any longer, because you do have Judgment and the Magician now, and the Lovers there too. There's that Gemini energy, but with the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Six of Wands. Okay, I don't think you're rejecting this energy any longer. I think something finally happened, Gemini. There I go again. Why do I keep doing that? I'm so sorry, Virgo. Something finally happened, Virgo, that set the record straight for you and changed your mindset to one of a more community-oriented situation. Let's clarify a little bit more here. I'm going to use the Lenormand deck to clarify. All right, King of Swords. The lilies and the birds. Five of Cups. Bridge. Tower. The Sun. Okay. Interesting, Virgo. Interesting, because now that I see this, now that we're clarifying here, we have the lily and the birds. And then on the King of Swords, the Five of Cups has the bridge. And then the Tower has the sun here. Illumination and clarity, warmth and abundance, energy, life. Virgo, I think with the King of Swords here, I think you're speaking some sort of truth. Some of you or someone, this either could be you, Virgo, or someone that you're connected to, closely connected to. That is changing the game. That is changing how they identify, or is changing to more of a community focus. The birds can represent gossip, sure, but the birds can also represent a sense of community. And this is a gift. Someone is giving a gift to the community of their time, their effort, and their energy. And it's something that's required. It's something that's necessary. It's something that either you or another person around you sees very clearly and knows they need to move in this direction. And thus, in choosing, being decisive and being objective and choosing to move in this direction, there are some people around, either you, Virgo, or other people around, or if Virgo, you're the one that's doing this, people from your past communities are sad and sorrowful because you are now crossing a bridge to, why did I just hear greater conformity? To a greater existence, to a greater seat of service. Interesting. Okay, I just heard conformity is being left behind, and yet I also heard a sense of greater conformity. So I think the greater conformity here, Virgo, for you would be how you best fit in within a community setting while still being yourself. And this could be an element of yourself that you may have backed away from for a long time. But now that you are allowing the sun to shine, now that you are allowing a greater sense of your true self to be seen, shown, activated, and responded to, it is creating a tower moment for others around you. Okay? You're really having the strength to stand up and let your ego go by the wayside. Like, this is your common denominator here between these two pathways. You have the strength. And that falls right under the Five of Cups and right over Temperance. So this is, strength is the energy that's connecting these energies, these pathways or these timelines for you. Let's go a little bit further. For the Knight of Wands. Ooh, the Whip. Yikes. Wow, okay, Temperance. Swans, beautiful. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, okay, the Storks. Overall energy right now is the Compass. Actually, you know what? I want to go a little bit further with this whip. Why is the whip here for the Knight of Wands? The letter. I keep hearing setting the record straight, Virgo. Oh, these are flipped over. I don't know what they're for, but that's okay. So, quite frankly, Virgo, what I want to say is I really feel like some of you are sinking into a deep sense of mission work and activation. I do want to caution you. You do have, with the Knight of Wands, which is an energy of activation, light worker, stepping into your divine mission, you do have that clarified by the whip and the letter. The whip is a bit of a harsh energy. And I know how harsh at times Virgo can be in terms of being honest, being truthful, setting the record straight. And what I feel like here, Virgo, is some of you are finally stepping into your mission work. Like this tower energy for you, Virgo, is kind of like the last straw. And I feel like there's a bit of aggression or anger or maybe even resentment that you're taking with you as you step into this mission work. Just be careful, because I feel like what's happening here is some of you have some really harsh words to say. And I'm not going to say that it's not true, that you're not being truthful, that you're not right, because, you know, Virgo tends to be right a hell of a lot of the time, right? Okay. But it's your resentment, it's your anger, it's your aggression from the past, maybe even your anger or resentment towards yourself for taking so long to get into this, to finally sink into this mission work. That's adding a bit of malice into whatever message you have to send here. So just be careful. I'm not saying it's not justified. I'm just saying as you're moving into this energy, Virgo, be careful how you use your words. Now, on Temperance, you do have the swans. This can resemble like twin flame energy between the swans. But what I'm seeing here is a balance and integration of masculine and feminine energy. I really feel like there are some of you out there that are finally starting to allow yourself to integrate both masculine and feminine. So this could be for some people that are, or that do resonate with the twin flame journey, okay? Finally, on the Ace of Pentacles, you have the storks. So there's some sort of birth. You could actually be birthing a child. You could get pregnant. But I just feel like there's a sense of family, there's a sense of community. Again, community. There's a sense of something being born here, bringing life, new life to a subject, to a sense of community and all that. All right? Abundance. Family-oriented. Caring for the community, providing for the community. Let's look at strength for you, Virgo, for this week. The man holding the rose. Interesting. Wow, and the passionate woman. In time. Interesting, Virgo. But yes, this is a balance between masculine and feminine energy. This is the integration within you. This is you feeling strong and powerful from a sense of femininity and allowing the masculine to integrate with that and taking the lead through it. But instead of being aggressive in masculine energy, the real power is coming from the feminine side, and then the masculine is like allowing it to thrive, allowing it to survive, nurturing almost. Nurturing the energy to move you forward. I really, Virgo, I really feel like this week This message is for people, for those of you that have really allowing yourself to balance and integrate masculine and feminine energy, which is ultimately getting you into your healing work and your mission work. Like, I really feel like you are very mission oriented right now, whatever this means for you. I mean, our mission work is different, but there is a deep sense of inner peace that you have found, Virgo. Even in the Magician and the Mirror, this individual is holding fire and either ice or water, having found a balance between between two opposing energies, having found inner peace. And that inner peace is allowing you to be more community oriented. Let's get one last clarification on all of this overall energy here. Mask. The mask. The mask is coming off, Virgo. Finally letting go of what society tells you, and you're allowing yourself to be who you are. No more drama, no more none of that. Oh my God, Virgo, this is amazing. Owls are at the bottom of the deck. Higher wisdom is setting in for you. This is really beautiful, Virgo. I love it. So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you guys so very much, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading for next week. Yes? Take care. Mwah! Bye.